Buddy, I am Crypto Kip, and today we got some CPI data that came out, and the markets are getting a little more volatile. Bitcoin and the traditional market making moves today. We're going to take a peek at what happened on market open earlier today. Couldn't do the stream as early as I typically do. I had an important meeting I had to do this morning, but we're still going live here. Maybe we'll have a couple more folks since we're not so early today, but there is a lot to talk about, guys, including some updates on the FTX trial. And something scary that might be in store for Bitcoin because at the end of the day, guys, there is a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot of conversations going around inflation here in the US, and we got to talk about it. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get right in. Let me share the screen. Let's peek at the charts for the day. Right now, crypto's sitting at $1.04 trillion market cap. Bitcoin at $26,600, slightly down on the day right now. If you look at what Bitcoin was doing earlier today, you can see we've kind of come down. Why? Kind of conversations about inflation and CPI. Now, the regular market, actually, some stocks are doing really well today. The S&P 500 is slightly down. We'll take a peek at that traditional market here in a second, but let's look at the overall market and see what the big movers are for the day here in crypto. So looking at the big gainers over the last 7 days, you can see Loom Network, something I'm not too familiar with. FractShare, Clayton, Render, heard of the Render token. This is so strange. Up 2.81% over the last 7 days, and the biggest loser according to this, I guess because it's down 2.7% today. Be careful with these guys. When it says top gainer, biggest loser, never trade off that stuff. It's not really a good indicator of anything. You got to look at multiple time frames on a chart, actually look at trading view and look at the specific candles and kind of the longer time frames and the shorter time frames, and that's really the best way to go about trading there. But this is a scary time to be trading, in all honesty, guys. We've been talking about Bitcoin. Look, guys, we're way down from our highs, and we can't expect us to get back up to new highs, and there's a Bitcoin spot ETF coming, but just look at this previous bull cycle. I got to continue to point this out to you guys because you have to be aware of the possibilities. Here's your previous bull cycle in 2017, okay? And then your bear cycle. This is the last bear cycle we have to look at. And what happened in this bear cycle? We had the big dip, the bottom, and then we had a rally up. And then we crashed again. Now, the pandemic had something to do with this right here, right? But we went up and we crashed again. I likely believe that we came up and we're going to crash again at some point. And that is scary. But as I tweeted out when I retweeted this stream on my Twitter today, I'm not scared. It's scary, but I'm not scared. And frankly, as you see fear increasing in this market, guys, and let's just look at the fear and greed index, still in the orange. If it gets to the red, even better for buying opportunities, guys. If this is in the yellow, orange, or red, the more red it is, closer to the orange, further away from the green, that is the better purchase price that you're getting for Bitcoin. And I look at the long term. So I don't freak out day to day. I don't freak out at all when it comes to crypto anymore. I used to freak out because it's exciting, it's volatile, and you can make a lot of gains. You can make a lot of money. And in a bull market, the frenzy comes in and you have chaos going on, right? Especially in your first bull market. If some of you guys are new to this, you'll know what I'm talking about once we get there. We want to keep everybody even keel, level-headed, not panicking, not FOMOing in. This is very, very important. Shy Sox fan for life says Crow will flip BTC. I love the thought. I don't think so, brother. I don't think so at all. Now, I do love CRO token, though, for certain. And I think it's going to be a great competitor against Bitcoin. Now, if you told me in the chat Crow's going to flip BNB, I say, well, Binance has certainly gotten a lot of negative FUD lately. They're the top exchange right now by a long shot. One day, maybe it's possible. Next bull run, that's going to be hard to do. But who knows? Bitcoin, never going to happen. You're never going to see CRO flip Bitcoin unless Bitcoin dies and gets replaced by something else completely, which wouldn't be good for crypto overall. So you don't really want that. CRO, however, is trending. Why? Because earlier today, it was pumping up. It's up 2.76% on the 24-hour chart, actually. Let's look at this really quick. Cronos is the, sixth best gainer for the day. Up 2.74%. Now, let's look at the chart here for Crow because this was an interesting move. I know there's a lot of people that like CRO in this chat. You can see the month we were dipping down to 4.8 cents even at a point yesterday. But right now, we spiked back up. We spiked back up above 5 cents. Look at this. Look at this huge spike that came up out of nowhere. Now, I saw everybody on Twitter and YouTube freaking out about this, jumping at the chance to say, oh, it's pumping, it's pumping. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of pumping, right, guys? Look, I'm bullish on Crow. I think it's going back to $1. I think we could have a $2 to $5 Crow in the next bull market. I don't think that it can flip Bitcoin ever, but I'm very bullish. I have a lot of CRO tokens, and the fact of the matter is we have so many times where we have spikes like this. Just look at the 1 year on this. Look, boom, big move up from 6.8 cents all the way to 7.5 cents, up a whole penny. I mean, that's really big gains at these price levels, guys. Today is nothing, and people get excited. That just kind of shows you where we're at in this bear market, guys. People are willing to get excited over nothing. No move on Cronos matters at all, in my opinion, until we see Bitcoin and the crypto market overall officially move out of a bear market phase and into a bull cycle. And so that's what I'm going to keep looking out for, guys. We're just not there yet. Is it great to see moves like this on Crow in a day? Absolutely. Am I not celebrating? No, I celebrated with you guys. I love it. But at the end of the day, remember, guys, there's a lot of people that bought this thing at 50 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents that are getting crushed right now. And until those people feel righted by the wrongs that a bear market brings to mind, this thing ain't going to get a real overall market sentiment on some of these holders into a bullish mindset until we kind of get back up to that dollar range. We will get there. We don't need to have this crazy bullish mindset to get there. I think in overall, you need the whole market to move. I think you need Bitcoin to break back above 45,000, start moving towards $69,000, $67,000 again, back to the previous all-time highs. Crow coin can start moving, and once we start getting past previous all-time highs, then the frenzy will come back in for Crow, I think, and that will drive us up to $2, maybe even $5 Crow. And then you have a conversation again about, can Crow flip BNB? I don't know. I think one day it certainly could. And we talk about why, because the amount of users on Binance are comparable to crypto. I mean, they have half the amount of users as Binance. That's pretty significant. I think they could have a real chance to compete with them even more so in the future, especially when you look at the regulatory compliance that Crow's doing around the world. But Bitcoin, let's look at the facts, guys. Again, 2017 bull market, bear market, pump up, crash back down. 2020, 2021 bull market, bear market, come up and come back down. I expect it fully. Now, do we have to come back down to the lows? Well, look, we didn't come back down to lows, and arguably the only reason we came back down this low was because of the pandemic. Maybe we only bounce, maybe we got to move. So here's an interesting thing to look at. You look at the moving averages. Maybe we do have to come up off these moving averages a little bit, but then we got to bounce back down and likely test these moving averages again like we did here. Now, we're currently below them. So maybe since we're below them, we're gonna break back down, test one of these resistances, and then shoot back up above aggressively. And that could make sense with the spot Bitcoin ETF. But again, we've talked about it. That doesn't have to be a bullish event. In the meantime, a lot of fears out there still with Ethereum, and for good reason. Here's ETH versus the US dollar, breaking down to $1,543. Why? Because it is a time for sell-off and sell-off fears for Ethereum. The Ethereum Foundation just sold a lot of tokens. This big weekly candle is turning even more so red, looking for possibly a spot. I could see where this thing could bounce, guys, right around here. Looking at, if you just draw some kind of trend line like this, something like that, guys, you could easily see Ethereum come down to just below $1,400 again. There's a world where, guys, we could see a double bottom out of Ethereum, and it could come back down to, $1,000 or $800 again. I don't think we reach a lower point than this, but these things are all possible. So that is scary. Those are scary thoughts. But there are other fears out there that we have to be conscious of, which is inflation. And honestly, the narrative for inflation today is pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent. Now, the Fed is waiting for their interest rate hikes to take effect into the market and really see inflation go down. And we're seeing a trend in the right direction, but they don't have enough time and enough data over time to really decide whether they need to raise rates more. At this point, they have been saying that they don't feel like they need to raise rates, but this is the conversation for the day because CPI came out, consumer prices rose 3.7% over last year in September, but that's not really that surprising because this is kind of a lagging effect. And so now in 3, 4, 5 months from now, we're going to see how we did versus the previous year. And if this continues to trend down and we go from 3.7 to 3.5 to 3.2 to 3 to 2 and get lower, then we're going to be in a better spot. And this is what the Fed is working towards. That's the whole point of these rate increases, guys. Good day, sir, in the chat. Good to see everybody in the chat. If you guys have any questions throughout this, I want to take questions throughout the stream today. If there's something that I'm talking about that you want to chat more about and you have a question for me while I'm looking at a chart, looking at a story, feel free to put that in the chat for me. Just in a regular question, send me a super chat, whatever you guys want to do. Let's talk. S&P 500, this blew my mind. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles in a row for the S&P 500. These are daily candles you can see right here. So this is a green day, green day, green day, 4 green days in a row. And today, as we're getting a pretty decent story about inflation, and I'll talk more about inflation in a second, this candle is red. I think, we had a pretty sharp recovery here. We could see this flip green by the end of the day. Some other stocks are doing pretty well right now. For example, you can see Tesla is up 0.41% today. You can see some of these other big stocks. Nvidia is moving up today again. Nvidia is like a train right now. I actually put quite a bit of money into Nvidia recently. Some of the money that I got from my wedding with my wife recently. And look at this thing go. And it's been absolutely printing lately. Could it even break out to new all-time highs? Well, it's going to be interesting to watch. I believe that they have earnings coming out towards the end of the month, I'm pretty sure, and that will be interesting to see. I could be getting that mixed up, but this is on a trend right now. That's pretty good to see, but beware because there is something out there called a head and shoulders pattern, and what that looks like, guys, is pretty simply this. Can I draw on here? So I'm going to show you. In this world, this is one shoulder, this is a head, and that's the other shoulder. And so you're at a point for Nvidia where it could stall out at $480. And these trends, guys, are something that you can look at for crypto. You can look at it for the traditional market. But head and shoulder patterns are something to be conscious of. Now, if this can break out above this high, then we're very bullish. If we break out back into price discovery mode and this goes to new highs, that's extremely bullish. But if we do kind of round out and create another shoulder here, then we could be due for a big move down and likely test, $347, one of these previous highs again, which seems to be a pretty critical level, kind of getting down here back in May of 2023, and then back in even 2021 in November. So we'll keep an eye on that. But in general, this is interesting to watch. It's not just crypto. And by the way, guys, Nvidia is essentially a good crypto play because they are making mining chips out there as well. So keep that in mind. But September inflation report is overall pretty good, and it shows, like I was saying, that the Fed can remain patient. Thursday's inflation report came in slightly hotter than projected. But when removing volatile categories like food, energy, shelter, economists see a downward trajectory. So we are seeing a downward trajectory, which is a sign, and the Federal Reserve, which spent the days before the inflation reading indicating a bias against hiking interest rates in November. They don't want to hike interest rates in November. Why are they saying that? Because yesterday the Fed minutes came out. The Fed minutes are basically a transcript of the conversations that the Board of Governors and Federal Chair Jerome Powell had during the last FOMC meeting in September. I don't know why they give it out so late after the meeting. The meeting was on September 20th, and now we're all the way in October 12th today. They release it, 22 days later. That makes no sense to me. Why not just release the conversation at the time of the meeting? Duh. Very strange, though. The underlying trend in inflation is still down, which is good to see. Dovish comments by the Fed officials followed up the jobs report, which was good, as many in the central bank are starting to believe the recent rise in bond yields could be doing monetary tightening for them. This, officials say, could lead to the Fed not raising rates in November. So, guys, 87.3% chance right now that the Fed does not want to raise rates in September. Only a 12% chance of a Fed rate hike. Is the conflict going on overseas changing any of that? I don't really know. I was shocked to see the S&P 500 print 4 green candles on a time where there's conversations about China, Russia, Iran, Palestine, Hamas, Israel, everything. It's really a lot going on, a lot to talk about, and a lot of potential fear. This is a scary time, but we're not looking at raising the rates, which is interesting. We're looking at 4 green candles in a row for the S&P 500. It's really crazy. Another crazy thing that I want to share with you guys today was this conversation. And Papa Bigfoot in the chat with a Loaded Lions logo next to his name is asking, does he still play Main City? I do still play Main City. I'll give you guys a little update at the end of the stream on what I'm doing in Main City. I'm not super aggressively playing that game, but I am playing it. It's fun. I check on it once to twice a day. If you really want to be good at the game, it seems like you got to check on it at least probably 6 to 10 times a day, at least. But I do have fun with it. It's a fun game. Breaking news. Ex-girlfriend Caroline Ellison and Sam Bankman-Fried conspired to keep Bitcoin under $20,000 by selling customer BTC. Let's look a little more depth into this story. Look at this weirdo. She is so strange. And she's also a liar. And I'm going to show with you guys why I'm so frustrated with her right now in court. Got some interesting stories to talk to you with. But first of all, let's just focus in on this. Trying to keep Bitcoin under $20,000. But I thought, you couldn't manipulate Bitcoin. Well, you can manipulate the price of Bitcoin if you have enough money. And being one of the biggest exchanges in the world, they have people buying Bitcoin on their exchanges. All right, let's look at this. Her testimony directly implicates SBF in the illicit use of client funds and markets. Ellison contends that she committed crimes alongside the founder by misleading lenders. I was going to show you. Here we go. Ellison, Star Roll. No. There was a good piece here that I want to show you. Okay. Former Alameda Research CEO and then ex-girlfriend of SBF, Caroline Ellison, testified Wednesday that Sam Bankman-Fried conspired to sell Bitcoin to artificially suppress prices below $20,000. Well, how? Appearing in FTX's criminal fraud trial on Wednesday, his ex-girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, said SBF directed Alameda to dump Bitcoin acquired from FTX customer funds to stabilize prices. Well, what does this mean? This is the perfect example of not your keys, not your wallet. If you are an FTX user, or if you are an FTX user, then this means that you bought Bitcoin and Sam Bankman-Fried essentially had that Bitcoin that you bought in his custody because it's his exchange and said, we're going to dump it to keep Bitcoin below $20,000. Wow, that is horrible. This is coming out in court. She's just as guilty as him. We'll get to how she's deflecting here in a second. But she does admit to improperly using customer deposits. She admitted to using customer deposits to cover Alameda debts, also at SBF's behest, totaling around $10 billion. Again, she used funds to cover Alameda's debts at SBF's behest. It's her company. It's the FTX customer deposits. They're in on it together. They are a couple, guys. They're a couple. Look at this story. They are a couple. This is the facts. You're reading it right here. It's twisted. It's really twisted. Her testimony directly implicates SBF in the illicit use of client funds and markets. Ellison contends she committed crimes alongside the founder. She committed crimes. She pleads guilty. But let's look at this a little more. Caroline Ellison says that SBF corrupted her values so that she could lie and steal for FTX. Well, he corrupted my values. I was a good person. I was always a good person. I've got a great heart. I care about people. And he made me do it. If you did it for love, if you loved SBF or, unless he threatened her, that's not what she's saying. He's not saying that he threatened her. She's just saying that he corrupted her. How? By money? Well, you accepted a bribe. You're accepting a bribe. Here, you do this and you'll get that. Quid pro quo. quid pro quo. It is a joke. And she's trying to deflect guilt on Sam Bankman-Fried here, which is silly. Now, here's a great little clip from CoffeeZilla.
Here at the trial of Sam Bankman-Fried, we just...
So here is CoffeeZilla. If you don't know who CoffeeZilla is, he has come out against Crypto.com in the past. So if you're a Crocoin lover, I'm sure you remember this face, and you might even hate him. A lot of people hate him because he criticizes crypto a lot. But this is a really great clip, and I do enjoy his content. Sometimes I think he needs to do a little bit more research on crypto, and I think he's got an anti-crypto bias. He likes to kind of go off negative news all the time, only negative news. Because that's what his channel's built on, which is great content. Just content it is, and bias there is. But this is a great take that I wanted to share with you guys. He's a great influencer. He's tremendously huge. CoffeeZilla is great. But let's listen to this clip real quick.
Here at the trial of Sam Bankman-Fried, we just saw Caroline Ellison take the stand for the second part after lunch. She broke down in tears saying, quote, "I had a sense of relief I didn't have to lie anymore. I could start taking responsibility. I feel indescribably bad for all the people who trusted us." I think it probably moved the jury. I know in the room where I was at, you could hear a pin drop. She was bawling. First real show of emotion we've seen from her. And I think it really reached a lot of people. She then testified to the fact that meanwhile, Sam Bankman-Fried was making statements that they only had enough money to cover 1/3 of client holdings, while publicly saying they had enough money to cover everyone. So he would continue to lie as she started to break down. So is it convenient for her to say this now? Yes. But I think it's devastating to the point Sam Bankman-Fried has, where he says, I didn't know about any of this. I think she destroyed any last hope he had.
I don't think Sam Bankman-Fried ever had hope. This was always going to happen. This isn't a very surprising revelation from me. It's cool to see that he's at the court and that he's able to give you some of the testimony on a video like this, and instead of just like little snippets and quotes, but like to actually get to see the tears on Caroline Ellison and get to see the jury and be able to report on that. Very cool reporting from CoffeeZilla. So super cool to see that. But here's what I want to talk about. So she went into court. Remember, she pled guilty. She's confessed that she's guilty. But listen to what she's doing here. I made money. I did this. I did that. Sam Bankman-Fried corrupted me. I feel so bad. Now, think about when you've done something wrong and you get caught, you know? There's two pieces to that. There is a question of, are you sincerely sorry for what you've done? And then there's the other side of that, which is, I'm sorry for what I've done because I'm scared of the consequences. And so let's look back at the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Johnny Depp was basically, he won the case, right? And Amber Heard came out and she cried on the stand and cried. You know, she was using everything she had, tears and everything, to win, to get her favorable outcome. Now, this is a different situation because Caroline is pleading guilty and she is trying to lessen her sentence. And so how can she do that? She can get sympathy from the jury, who's going to come up with proposed charges against her, given that she pled guilty. And she wants to draw sympathy and she wants to deflect as much of this blame on Sam Bankman-Fried as possible. I have no sympathy for Caroline Ellison at all. You lived in a $35 million mansion in the Bahamas. You were the right-hand man. You were the sex partner. You were the girlfriend. You were the accomplice in the theft and defrauding of customers and manipulating the price of Bitcoin and lying to the public and hiding the lies of Sam Bankman-Fried until basically you've got, you know, your life's on the line. Until you're scared for yourself, you weren't able to relinquish tears. Until she was able to go out in this trial and her life's on the line is the only way she was able to give tears. It's disgusting. It's obvious. I'm shocked to hear that he saw the jurors feel sympathy for her. I mean, I'd be a terrible juror because I'm biased against her. All right, I'm biased against her, guys. But look at it and understand it and listen and just think sensically. You know, she wants to lighten her sentence as much as she can. And so what she's doing are all the exact right moves. They're all the exact right moves, but it doesn't mean that she is not as guilty or almost as guilty as Sam Bankman-Fried. Clearly, Sam Bankman-Fried is ringleader. I believe that. I do believe that. But maybe that's too soon. Maybe we need to see more from the SBF lawyer team to see what they have to say about Caroline and her parents and what we have to hear about Sam Bankman-Fried's parents. There's so much more to come out about this, but this is a very interesting story. Gives crypto a bad look, which, you know, he's able to smile about, you know, in many ways. Because it is entertaining. It is entertaining. And there you go. You got Better Call Saul, Caroline. Pretty funny. But very interesting stories, guys. So Crowcoin, again, had a nice little spike over the last, day or so. But look at the monthly candles, guys. It's still red. This is a key level. If this candle can turn green, maybe we do bounce here, guys. But I still see a possibility of this 3.3 cent crow. That's what I see. It's the same story of the altcoins versus Bitcoin. Ethereum's bleeding versus Bitcoin badly right now. If Ethereum's bleeding versus Bitcoin, then that shouldn't leave you very optimistic for Crow either. I am not trying to be a pessimist, guys. I think of it as a good thing because I have income coming in. If you're working, you've got income coming in. We can dollar cost average in at lower prices or even at the current prices, or at least not into a full-fledged bull market green candle moment, because you'd rather be buying in red candles than green candles, guys. And so this is all very, very exciting. Binance coin still trying to hang on versus Bitcoin. Keep giving you guys the update there because this is a very pivotal time to continue to watch. Let's see what's going on in the chat, guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's talk. Let's talk, guys. It's funny. Baba Bigfoot does not like Caroline Ellison. Yeah, they make me sick too. They make me sick too. Thieves and weirdos. Thieves and weirdos. She probably copped a plead for less sentence. Oh, Shy Sox fan. That's a fact. That's a fact. She did. She pleaded guilty so that she could get less sentence. How good is that deal going to be for her? I don't know. But if she just gets to walk, or she only goes for a year, she's still rich. All right. She's still rich. That's getting away with it. If you only got to go to, would you trade a year in jail for $10 billion? It's not 10 billion. I don't know how much she has, but she's done. She's set for life. She was probably already set for life before this. She's probably a trust fund baby. Her parents are rich as ever. So is SBF. These are trust fund babies. Let's keep this in mind about these people, guys. These are trust fund babies. These are people that were already rich. The only reason they're doing this is for a game of sick chess. A game of sick chess with your money. Apparently, it came out that Sam Bankman-Fried wanted to he was aspiring to be president of the United States one day. Forget you, SBF. Kid Pro Crow. You had me saying quid pro quo earlier, Kid Pro Crow. SBF's parents are suspect to me. Oh, yeah, they're suspect. How do intelligent parents not know what their son is doing, as if they wouldn't help their child with their connections? Kid Pro Crow, it's obvious. It's obvious. They're avoiding comments on it. Why do you think Sam Bankman-Fried's dad stepped down on the next year at Stanford? He's not even teaching at the school anymore because he's clearly involved, and I gotta lay low. I gotta lay low for a bit. We kind of got... Me and my kid, we got caught. We were defrauding a bunch of customers. Business as usual. We got caught, and I got to lay low now. So he's laying low. Sick. I got a real big problem with the culture going on at some of the large universities when it comes to propping up elites, just elitists, elitism. It's strange. It's a strange time. It's a strange time, folks. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so I have been playing the main city for those of you guys asking. It is a fun game, but waiting for competitive mode to launch right now. Let me refresh the page and I'll share it with you guys. I am waiting for competitive mode to launch on this game to try to compete, but I've never really been a competitive gamer in general. So I just kind of play for fun. That's kind of always how I've gone about games. I just don't really ever have the time to allocate towards it. You do 5 videos a day on YouTube and you got a sales job you do every single day, and you got a wife. I can't get a lot of time in here, but I do sneak in 1 to 3 times a day and just kind of harvest here, harvest there, make sure I'm participating and continuing to grow, because I want to see, if you are into this game, guys, then and you're curious about crypto.com and the future of crypto.com, well, then it's interesting to watch, because at the end of the day, this Web3 game is associated with their NFT lines, the loaded lions, the cyber cubs, the land tiles, all the other NFTs they got, and there's more coming, and they're doing airdrops. So it's interesting to track how are they interacting with the community, how successful is the game, how smooth is the game. I'll show you guys where I'm at right now. So you can see that I earned while I was away. I'm earning quite a bit right now. I'm doing pretty good. I'm only at level 23. I haven't been growing furniture, building furniture at all, because furniture is so expensive. And I've just been focusing on upgrading everything as much as I could. In the leaderboard, I'm at rank number 1,135, and I've just been stuck there. But my goal is so I've got some epics. I just kind of keep upgrading the epics, guys, and upgrade those as much as I can, like this. And so now I can't allegedly upgrade it anymore. But I'll just keep upgrading these ones, because these give me 2.37A, whatever currency that is, a second. And so I keep growing this. It's fun, and then I continuously just spending my diamonds on these gold rush things to keep my most profitable businesses booming, giving me as much income as possible. And I do the 6 hours because I can't stay at my computer and do it every 2 hours at 300%. Get better gains here. But I just kind of do the gold ones because realistically, I can kind of only check in every 6 hours. But yeah, I've been playing the game, guys. I've been playing the game, having some fun with that. So definitely been doing that. Let me pull up over here. Give me 1 second. I'll share with you guys more about my business in 1 second. Let me fix something. Boom. All right, we got it. So, yeah, what else is going on, folks? What else is going on? Got no lands, just backpacks and airdrops. Can you play the game? Yeah, I guess you can play the game without lands. I think it's worth getting if you're going to play the game, I think it's worth getting a piece of land, I've got 20-something pieces of land, and I'm not even close to, the top of the... I'm ranked number 1,000. I've got a epic piece of land. You can see my blockchain land here. I've got a Molten Caverns land as well on my second page. And then I've got an Alluring Aurora. And then I've got, obviously, my Sapphire Lagoons. My Lagoons as well. Or maybe this is the Sapphire Lagoons and this is the Alluring Aurora. So I've got all those, but I'm still not competitive. Maybe it's because I just don't, play it enough. Great diamond production. Yeah, my diamond production's really good. So that helps me upgrade pretty well. But at the end of the day, Kipro Crow, there's other people here that are addicted to it, and they're buying diamonds, and there's people that have 5 blockchain lands, and so it's really hard to compete with those. And so you just have a couple hundred people that have, more diamond production than you, and they can get more money than you. It's a competitive game. That's for sure. But I do think that some of the players that don't have, a lot of NFT tiles or that, they're at a severe disadvantage. And so it's kind of like a pay-to-play game, which is challenging. There's a big cost barrier, like a cost barrier to entry to kind of feel like you have a chance, I think, at this game. If that's my one negative side to the game. But it's still really cool, guys. It is still really cool. And at the end of the day, it kind of goes along with some of these other things. Like you want to be competitive in, let's say, League of Legends, then you got to buy a skin. And all the best players have skins. And then you get different attributions or traits that'll help you be more competitive. So any real good game is there's usually some kind of pay to play aspect with it. So that's a fact. Yeah, I got all my tools airdropped. I just didn't open any of my tools yet, actually. I've been kind of out of loop on it. So I have like 20 something tools. I'll open my tools and maybe I'll show you guys that later on today. I forgot, Benny Blue Eyes asked me something yesterday that he wanted me to share, and I can't remember what it was. So I'll catch you in the next one, Benny. You had a question for me I'd tell you about today. I forgot. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm just kind of building up my lands and getting myself as competitive as possible. Again, rank number 1,135 on the leaderboard. Got a long way to go. Can't upgrade this anymore. I don't know why, because then all of a sudden, I guess I need to level up now. I guess I need to level up in order to do it. So let's go over here. I can't build any more furniture, guys. I can't build any more furniture. It's not letting me. I'll show you. So let's go in here. Here's my fitness center. Furniture. Can't even afford it. 28C is the cheapest thing. Can't afford it. Now, I could go over here and I could be building in my arcade more. And I could be building quite a bit in my arcade, actually. If I go here, I look at the games room, I'll go to the furniture. I could be buying, let's see, what's the most expensive thing here? Most expensive thing that I can afford, should I say? The Cronos Crisis. The Cronos Crisis. So I could buy more of these. I'll just buy one. I'll show you guys what it is. Let's just see here. So, boom. I'll just build it. Doesn't go aesthetically. That's why I didn't build it in the first place. So, like, I could level myself up to level 24, but, like, I don't know. I'm not going to do it that way. I frankly don't care enough. I like my NFTs. I like that people are competitive with these games. I'm going to keep holding them. You can see the ones I have. This is the Loaded Lion NFT that we're going to give away. By the way, for those of you guys that don't know, I don't chill it every day or whatever, but when we hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel, I believe it is 20 or 25,000, we are giving away this Loaded Lion NFT right here with these laser eyes. I still got my Viking helmet and a suit and an eye patch and my little Cyber Cub with his crossbow. But Loaded Lion NFTs are down right now. Yeah, NFT market is lame right now. But I still do love my NFTs. I certainly do love my NFTs. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Don't boost, bro. Build prestige. Don't boost, bro. Build prestige. Yeah. I run out of money though. I run out of money, so I run out of gold. If I run out of gold, then there's no point in having diamonds. I mean, I run out of gold before I run out of diamonds. So that's kind of where I'm at. My diamond generation is so high that I run out of gold before I run out of diamonds. So why not keep producing more gold to continue to level up is the way that I see it. But I'm also not, I'm only ranked number 1,100 on the game. So just a heads up for you guys. Today will be my last live stream until Monday, October 23rd. So you're not going to get another live stream for 11 days out of me, but you will be getting 2 videos every single day from me and one from my partner Black Sea. Now, he might do live streams. I'm not sure. We'll be talking about that later today, but we will keep crypto content coming to you guys. Absolutely. Kip Bro Crow asks, Kip, in your situation with all my diamond generation, maybe prestige up only your single square buildings until gold jumps. Well, okay, let's look at this, guys. Before I go, let's look at this one more time. Let's do this again. Let me understand you guys. I appreciate the suggestions. Let's walk it through. Let's talk about it as a community here. Give me one sec. Okay, so you're saying upgrade these as much as I can. I mean, I can keep going with these guys. I can upgrade prestige. I am prestige on everything here. I mean, I am prestige on all of it. But let's just look at this. So this is my common upgrade prestige. Boom. I'm done. I can't do anymore. For this one, I'm really close. Really, really close. And now, boom, I'm done. My gym. I'm going to do this. Still get a lot of money. Boom, done. Let's do all these. I'm doing all these, guys. We're going to do this live. We'll do it live. Oh, folks. Here I go. So this is how I play the game. I click ferociously. No, I mean, that's really all it is. It's clicking and moving stuff here. So, boom, boom, boom. See? Okay, watch. See my money, guys? See my money? We're losing money. We're losing money fast. And so this is what I do. I'm doing what you guys are suggesting, just for the record. But now, maybe I shouldn't have upgraded that one. I see what you're saying. So maybe I shouldn't have upgraded that one. So let's go over here because these ones are severely, look, level 12, severely under upgraded. So upgraded prestige. But even then, guys, this doesn't really climb in a crazy way. It's not like, watch this. Watch my gold generation. It doesn't fluctuate in a crazy way. See, I'm out of gold. I'm at rank number 14. I can't keep going. This is number 12. I'm out of gold. So this is what I've been doing essentially. I run out of gold. And then also, like, let's just compare this really quick. So here's a level 14 common. I earn 109.62Q. All right. But by focusing on upgrading my rares, I make 2.37A. I mean, I'm generating so much more gold. And look, I've still got 56 million diamonds. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. I disagree. Respectfully, I love you. I love y'all in the chat. But I disagree. I mean, I think I should be buying more diamonds. Somebody argue me because I want to hear what you're saying. I want to hear you. So Kipro Crow says, move your singles onto best land for most gold production. But why wouldn't I have my best business, which earns me so much more, on my best land? I don't understand the thought behind that because it earns me so much more. Adam Frost asks, bullish continuation on Crow. I say absolutely not. I'm a big Crow fan. I love Crow, but I don't see bullish continuation coming yet, guys. It's just not coming yet. Papa Bigfoot says I'm 36 years old or 36 rank in the game. G says prestige as much as humanly possible. That's the name of the game. Start from the common single square ones. They will set your base gold generation. Trust us. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try it out. So you're saying stop focusing on my big tiles and just make sure that all these are prestiged as much as possible. I will do that. And so do I want to put these then? Are you guys telling me to put these on this other plot of land here? Should I have my banks, my rares, my epics on my big tile, my blockchain land, or should I have it on my molten caverns? Adam Frost says he sees Crow trading sideways until the halving. Yeah. I think even at the halving, it's still going to be trading sideways. And we're going to be frustrated, and we're going to be like, why? And it's going to go up a little bit, but it's not going to be like that meteoric rise that we're all looking for. But eventually, it's going to blow everybody's face off, and we're going to make a bunch of money on CRO. I think. If you're watching and you clicked because of Bitcoin, just know we talk a lot about CRO on this channel as well. There is a very large community for the Crow fam, and that's why we talk about it so much, because there's a real internet presence for it. Also, me and Black Sea own a lot of CRO, and we also have the Crypto.com Rose Gold Visa cards. We've had those for a while now. Focus on Cool Cats Lounge, maybe one epic to booge prestige levels. Yeah. It could so much more expensive to prestige the rare ones so that it slows you down. Yeah, maybe you got a point, G. So maybe start where it's easy, get the easy stuff out of the way, and build it up. Maybe I've been taking the wrong approach. Okay. Moving forward, guys, I'm going to try that out. Now, what's the difference in my land multiplier is 0%. So I don't get any gold bonus. It doesn't matter which land tile it's on, it looks like, though, because there's no, look, land multiplier 0%. I don't get a land multiplier for these, I don't think. So, you know, I don't know if it matters where it is, but maybe I'll just focus on, you know, getting these upgraded as much as possible. Let's keep these things moving. No, guys, Kipro, don't apologize, brother. No, I love it. I haven't spent the time. I'm sure. I'm 100% certain that you've spent a lot more time figuring out this game than me. I'm just not a big gamer, and so I appreciate the advice. I've just been sharing my strategy, but frankly, my strategy is not very well thought out. So my investing strategy, I'm very prideful on that. I feel good about my investing strategy on crypto, but in terms of the competitiveness in the game, I don't know. I'm learning. I'm not a big gamer. I'm more of just the NFT accumulator, and now I'm like learning how to play this game. And the only reason I'm playing this game is because I bought the NFTs. So there you go. And I'm having fun with it. You know, but I got a lot of learning to do. So yeah, I'll try that out, guys. I will focus on my single square tiles, the small ones. The commons, it seems. So you're saying focus on the commons and then maybe the uncommons and kind of go from there. I'll try that out. Yeah. Good morning, 2J3. Good to have you, man. Hope you're doing all right. 2J3 with the coolest Cronos chimp out there. Love that thing. Use the same strategy on the game as kid. Guys, I'm going to do it. You've convinced me. I'm going to do it. Out of money kind of right now, it seems, though. So, my commons. Yeah. All right, well, we'll keep doing that, guys. We'll keep doing that. And I'll stop spending my diamonds, too. I'll try that out. I like it. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I'm my own worst enemy here. Let's see, guys. Let's see. You know, I'm at rank number 1,135, and we'll see if we can climb it up. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. Looks like, you know, we'll have to keep tuning in on this game. I'll get better, guys. I'll get better at the game. I'm not a big gamer, but we'll figure it out. With your help, we'll compete. All right. That's all I got for you in this one. A lot of stories going on today. I got those out for you guys. FTX, what a crazy drama to watch play out. I'm going on vacation starting Friday, so tomorrow morning you will see me, or tomorrow when you see my first video, I'll likely be somewhere in Mexico. So get ready for it, guys. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and as always, folks, you got to remember to DCA HODL. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got more videos coming for you later today. I'll see you next time. Peace.